Yeah, Tom, enjoy your show. I got a question. It has to do with probate. The main asset of my mother-in-law is the house.
All right.
3 siblings, and one of them is still living there. My question is, when it goes to probate, does that person still get to live in the house?
Is mother-in-law still alive?
She is now, yeah.
Yeah. So when
Had a stroke recently and not feeling so well.
When mother-in-law passes away, I assume her home is going to go to her 3 children. All 3 children have equal access to that home. And yes, the one child that's living there can continue to live there. That's the bad news, probably not what you wanted to hear. But the bottom line is that once the home passes into the names of the 3 siblings, if they cannot get that one child out of there, if that one child says, hey, I'm just going to live here for the rest of my life. I've always lived here. Mom's passed away. I'm going to continue to live here. Then the other siblings may have to do a suit for partition and force the property to be sold to get him out of there and each get their share.
Okay, that's I appreciate that. I wasn't sure how that worked. In Montana, the person had to leave.
Well, it's not going to be that way in Florida, so that's the bottom line, Mike. And now, by the way, is Mom, we have some tools here if Mom needed some free in-home care for senior, or if Mom needed help protecting her wealth from the cost of a nursing home. If she's had a stroke, those are things that we might do for her while she's alive, by the way, Mike.
I really appreciate that. Yeah, I heard that earlier. Can I just call your number and get in touch with you?
You certainly can. 407-423-5561.
Thank you very much. Well, we'll be giving you a call.
All right. Chrissy, what Mike is talking about is pretty common, okay? When you've got an adult, if you got 3 kids, you got an adult child who's always lived with mom, and mom passes away, guess what? That adult child who's always lived with the mom has an expectation that he will always and forever, until the end of time, be allowed to continue to live in that home. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the 2 siblings say, great, thank you, you served mom. Yeah, we agree. We own 2/3 of that home, but we agree you continue to live there. That's very generous of them. Sometimes those 2 siblings might say, hey, mom's died now. We're ready to cash out, get our 1/3 of the sale proceeds, and we all go our own way. And that's a perfectly reasonable position too. If the child that's living there is not going to cooperate, then it means that we have to do a suit for partition, where the court will order that the property be sold, and in fact order that the one child that's living there move out. And then everybody, they sell a home, everybody gets their 1/3 of the proceeds, and they go their own way.
Exactly. Yes, and many people are not aware, when 2 or more people own a piece of real estate, in any situation, especially, Tom, what you just described, the legal remedy for dealing with people that cannot agree on what to do is a suit for partition. The suit for partition will guarantee that the home would have to be sold.
That's right. Whenever there's 2 or more owners of a piece of property here in the state of Florida, any one of them can force the sale of the through a suit for partition. There is no defense to it. If when the kid says, well, I don't have any money, I don't have anywhere to go, I'm disabled, I'm in a wheelchair, I've got babies, I got pets, I can't go. Will the court deny the suit for partition? No. There is no defense to it. It will be sold.
Correct.
And sometimes people will call us and say, Tom, I'm living in a home and my siblings are going to file a suit for partition. What do I do? Our response to that person is work with them. Mm-hmm. You're not going to win this case. It's only going to cost you money down the road, because if they file a suit for partition when a property gets sold, guess who gets paid first? Mm-hmm. The lawyer.
Yeah, the attorneys.
Yeah. So all the siblings to end up paying for that attorney to bring that suit for partition, which was not going to, it's only going to make happen what should have been happening anyway.
So the reason, and sometimes people may say, well, that sounds unfair. That's the reason for this is this legal remedy of suit for partition is because it is the legal notion of restraint from alienation. You are not able to restrain from the sale of real estate. Stop that from happening. And because if you could do that, there would be a lot of people that would tie real estate up And this is a way and remedy, and all states have something similar, so that you are not able to tie up real estate for long periods of time.
Restraint from
Alienation.
alienation from law school. Good for you. All right, folks, my name is Tom Olsen. The name of the show is Olsen on Law.